How's it going, everyone? Dustin here with Cassidy's Adventures, and today we are testing out the BougeRV air conditioner. It's portable, lightweight. Let's get into it.
Cassidy's Adventures. Don't worry, we're not lost. Just enjoying the outdoors. An adventure to the cross. Camping by the lake, camping by the creek. It's Cassidy's Adventures. Just my old dog and me.
Alrighty, everyone. So what we have here is the BougeRV 3500 BTU Portable Air Conditioner. Full disclosure, they did send me this unit, but they did not tell me to say nice things about it or pay me to say nice things about it. It's going to be an honest review. This is my first time using it, first time operating it. So this is all new. Never had one of these before. My first portable AC ever. I said lightweight. It's not super lightweight. It weighs 33 pounds according to them. I didn't weigh it. And it's supposed to be a 3500 BTU, and it runs on 110 power. I'm having to test it here instead of at camp because I don't have the right power to use it at camp just yet. I thought I did, but it turns out what I have won't work. My bad. So I'm just at home using my house power. I have it. It's been sitting here running now about 30 minutes in this configuration. Let me bring you guys in a little closer and I'll show you guys the unit. So I've got it piped similar to the way that I set up my diesel heater. Sit on a little table and the pipe going in. You can, if you so desire, you can actually set this unit inside and pipe the hot air out. I'll talk about why I'm not doing it that way here in a minute. Here is the unit. Sorry for the blinking. That's just how LED lights work. We have cool mode, dehydration mode, sleep mode, turbo mode, which is what mode it is on, and just fan mode. This is the power button. This is the mode button. This is how you turn the temperature up and down. This is the sleep timer, and this is the fan speed. It comes with this boot, and it comes with this hose in the box. Now you can use this boot on either end. As I was saying before, you can exhaust the hot air out of your sleeping arrangement, or you can push the cold air in from outside. It comes with this drain hose that you're supposed to use if you want to use this unit for a dehumidifier. That's what I meant. If you want to use it for a dehumidifier, you hook this hose up, and it has a drain plug right here that you can pull out so the water will drain. This is where the cold air comes out, obviously. This is the intake on both ends, actually. This is the other side. It has your error code information and whatnot. Here's how I have it piped in. I just cut me some cardboard and I have the pipe blowing straight into my camper. Comes with their user manual. There is another paper in there that has a code on it for the phone app that it has, and it has a remote that you can operate it from. So you can just use the buttons on top, you have a remote, or you have an app that you can use on your phone. Now, according to their website, this unit is supposed to be rated to cool up to 212 cubic feet. I've done some rough calculations on the measurement of my area inside my truck camper here, and it is roughly 160 cubic feet. So I should be well within parameters of the cooling capacity of this unit. And so far, it is not as impressive as I thought it would be, unfortunately. Now, it is blowing out cool air, I will say that, and it has cooled it off some in there. We'll get into why I have it out here. I had it set up in my camper. For my initial test, I set it in there, and I had the exhaust blowing out this same hole right here. I had the that hooked up over here with the exhaust coming out. The problem with that is this blows out extremely warm air. I was very surprised at how warm this air actually is coming out the exhaust. And with the way the exhaust pipe had to run, it was still, the heat was just coming right through this pipe and almost counteracting what the air conditioner was able to put out because this pipe was so warm. So I decided to put it out here and pipe the cold air in. That way this hot air is just blowing out here. As I said, this unit has been running now for about probably close to 40 minutes. And just a second. It has cooled the inside of my camper off 5 degrees. It is, let me tell you my thermometer. It is 89.6 outside, and it is 85.3 in my camper. So it's 4 degrees cooler in my camper. According to their website, it is supposed to cool off a 2-man tent 18 degrees in 15 minutes, something like that. I'll insert text right here of what it actually says. So as I was saying, it's not as impressive as I was hoping it would be because, as you can see, my truck is not in full sun. It's actually in the shade. It was actually in more shade for most of the time that this thing's been on, and it has only cooled my area 5 degrees roughly. Now it is, like I said, it's blowing out cool air, and if I was sitting in there in front of it, it would probably feel fantastic right in front of where this pipe's blowing out. Just not quite as impressed as I thought it would be. Now it is handy. Now it might work even better, say at night when the sun's not out at all and it has cooled down some, but like I said, I'm in the shade as it is, and it says some of the things that I was reading, the tips and things were, if you have a tent, try to have a cover over it so the tent itself is in the shade, not in direct sunlight, and some things like that. My truck's in the shade, and this is insulated with 1-inch styrofoam insulation, so I figure that should be equivalent or better than a tent, even a tent in the shade. So that is where we are at with this BougeRV portable air conditioner. I've got my exterior thermometer sensor placed out here on my tire in the shade, as you can see, and the pipe is coming out the front of my camper over there, and I have my thermometer right here in the back. So as you can see, it's 89.6 outside, 85.5 inside, and I shut my camper down with the AC on at 11:30 this morning, and this is what it's at now. What do you think, Zinger? This thing Zinger approved? Huh? First impressions of this thing, is it Zinger approved? First, as I said, this is first use. I just unboxed it today and brought it out. And first impressions, not as impressed as I was hoping I would be. But I'm going to give it another, give it some more chances, obviously. I need to get my power set up to where I can actually take this thing out and use it on a camp trip. There is a generator that I could borrow that's fairly quiet that I could use to test this. But at the rate that it's cooling off right now, I'm not sure that it is worth using the fuel that it would take to use this thing out at a campsite using a regular generator. So I'm going to see if I can get something figured out for my power to be able to run this thing off of my truck somehow. But as for it being Zinger approved, to be determined. Right now, not impressed. Maybe if you use it at night or something, I don't know. But this is my first impressions, initial thoughts and review of the BougeRV 3500 BTU Portable AC. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you guys have one of these, what do you think about it? What do you think about this little review of the first impressions? Let me know in the comments down below. See you guys on the next one. Thanks.